flags also have.
If you want to see this, you can just go on my Instagram page.
It's always 333.
Absolutely everything. That's not cohesive. Built out aspect of my research. Yeah, anyway. This is more of my Instagram page. More meme page. So what is a meme? For those who don't know, this is what a meme is. It's the cure of my depression, but also it's an idea, behaviour or style that spreads by means of imitation from person to person within a culture. I've used a flat political compass to align four different definitions from different areas of the internet. It is only in retrospect that the contours of an age begin to emerge. I often get quite existential and cynical with reading and researching digital culture. This is the response my supervisor used to give me when I was crying in his office, and this is how I used to look saying it. I was practicing and then I started crying. I went to MoMA and I ran in circles until I fell down and threw up, which is actually the same process I used to archive internet memes. So I put all the best memes have already been made and there won't be any good new formats in 2023. Even the cynical postmodern ironic comedy images eventually stop working and now you have nothing. Okay, Seagull. I often use spite to drive me to create more, which probably isn't healthy, but it works. I am fine. Everything is performance art. So true, bestie. What aesthetic is this? Looking outside. Thank you. This is my dream vibe for digital aesthetics. I like consuming all types of memes. Variety of old, new, cross-platform. I like seeing memes in real life and bringing them into the real world. I mostly do this through painting. Me doing a painting, me opening an old project, me starting to make the image for a painting on Pixar. Me when I have to write anything about my art. This is how I feel right now, just sucking my own dick. And you would think it would be pleasurable, but it's actually like really uncomfortable, and I'd rather get someone else to do it for me. This isn't in real life inspiration, but I'll go into that in like the research practice, research submission, based off these memes for the real life. Yeah, so this is what I do. I paint with my fingers like a child. I mean, okay, these are two very different images. I paint with my fingers, but I also collage images. Collaging is quite childish. It's just cutting and sticking, and copy and paste is basically the cut and stick. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I just cut and stick all these images together, and then I dip my fingers in goop, and then I smear it on the walls in hopes that it looks the same. I've been doing this for like a few years now, on and off. But like, I think I find it easy because it feels really childish. Here's more finger paintings. And people wrote on this finger painting because it's chalkboard paint. I think people might have liked that. This is a vibe. This is me working in the studio, which is basically me having a bed and lying down. It's such hard work. Like, I don't know, it's all kind of a joke, isn't it? Oh, and I get all my furniture second hand because I'm poor and I can't afford anything. I like this image. I like it when animals attack technology because it's like they instinctively know it's evil, and I think we should take that on board more. So yeah, it's an internet cable, a shark eating an internet cable, and then I drew it and then I painted it, and then I made it into a meme.
Okay, this is how I'm making it on
See in this
TikTok.
video.
That painting that I've done, I crop it, crop the painting.
I feel like you've seen this video so many times.
That people put on memes, and I don't know,
Like,
like,
if you want to watch it again, it's in my
I
full
decided to
submission of this.
and I play around with it.
Anyway, more bed. The bedding came with a bag, so I made it into a meme. I made I made the original image in like 2023, and then in the start of 2025, I did this finger painting, and then more recently, I got it printed and sewed it into a duvet. Critical thinking skills group. Me and my bros have the biggest. Anyway, I was trying to say big clit energy, but Yeah.